Hello, kiddos. I'm GiiGii, and this is...
Go, go, GiiGii, go, go. Go, go, GiiGii, go, go. Across the land or through the air, over vast oceans to anywhere. Go, go, GiiGii, go, go.
Go, GiiGii, go! In this video, GiiGii and Pappy got to go to one of GiiGii's favorite places in the world, Oak Glen, California, in the San Bernardino Mountains, elevation about 5,000 feet above sea level. We visited the Oak Glen Schoolhouse Museum, located within a park with tennis and pickleball courts and surrounded by apple orchards. It's where we saw, but did not touch, some old and obsolete things and learned a lot about the education system of the late 1800s and beyond. Before we get going, would you like and share this video? And if you haven't, please get your grown-ups to subscribe. Your kindness is appreciated. Going on. This is a replica of the wooden schoolhouse where the children of Oak Glen were educated starting in 1889. The original was built on skids, so it could be moved from one side of the glen to the other. Let's go look inside. My dad attended an elementary school in a one-room schoolhouse like this one. Looking about the room, it looks like the teacher and students had everything they needed at that time. Chalkboard, stove to keep warm, the teacher's desk in the corner with a bookcase built in right next to a medicine cabinet, and a bell for calling students to class. Instead of paper and pencils like when I was in elementary school, they wrote on these small chalkboards. Very different than the iPads and tablets you kiddos have today, except they're about the same size. The wooden schoolhouse, after 39 years of service, was replaced with this 3-story stone building. First day of school was February 18th, 1928, and classes were taught here until 1965, the year GiiGii started school. Oops, did I say that out loud? In the lobby of the stone schoolhouse, there is an old telephone and a lot of information, like rules they had back then for students and teachers. Oh, I saw a test for 8th graders, and it was so hard. They had a cloakroom for students to put their coats and other belongings in. Today, students have lockers. Instead of a desk in the corner, the teacher had an office. Now it's the curator's office. In the classroom, we saw a lot of cool old things like show and tell time, an old-fashioned typewriter. Today, a teacher would use a computer. A stereoscope, predecessor to the Viewmaster. I had a Viewmaster as a kid. Today, we have virtual reality Viewmasters that work with a smartphone. Crayons. Today in elementary school, well, they still use crayons. And markers. And they didn't have those back then. A sewing machine. Did they teach sewing in elementary school? GiiGii learned to sew in high school. I don't even think they teach sewing in school now. A phonograph that even a puppet cannot touch, but the wonderful and very kind curator demonstrated it for us. Let's listen.
Okay, this is an Edison home phonograph, and a phonograph is just a record player. Here's Thomas Edison, and you don't need to plug this in. This one is from about 1905, so it's what, 117 years old? You can do the math, and it has a spring and a belt. Oh, before I play it, here's what the records used to look like before records were flat. This is a record. You could see the grooves on it, and if you had one of these at home, you'd go buy your records, and came like and just start stacking them up So there's one on here. Wind it. This lever turns the record, and in the center of this is the needle. So when I lower it, the magic happens, and I honestly don't know how it works, so I call it magic, and people that first heard this must have thought it was magic too. And this horn becomes the speaker. The bigger the horn, the louder the music. Ready?
Now we listen to music through our cell phones with earpods. There are a lot of things a puppet and kiddos cannot touch, but the curator created an area in the classroom with toys we can touch, play, and learn from too. The stone schoolhouse had all the modern conveniences of the time, like electricity and indoor plumbing. Have you ever seen a toilet with a water tank on the wall over your head? It makes me nervous because gravity works. Visitors' restrooms are located outside, like the restrooms during the wooden schoolhouse days. And speaking of outside, in order to go to the third floor or the basement of the stone schoolhouse, you must exit the main floor. Now, we did not go to the third floor. GiiGii does not do heights. But we did see the basement, originally the cafeteria. It has changed, but I found a little chair and an antique tricycle. Off limits to people, but not this puppet. Ah, the perks of being a puppet. The basement is available to rent for events, as is this outdoor stage area. You can contact the curator for rental rates. Pappy has put the contact information on the screen. Also outside, we found this little library. I like to check out libraries. Get it? Check out? That sounds like GiiGii's cue to say goodbye. I hope you get to visit the Oak Glen Schoolhouse Museum yourselves someday, kiddos. Thanks for watching. If you haven't yet, please tap the like button and share. Until next time, kiddos, remember, we all have to be something. So let's be kind. This was Go GiiGii Go, and we are gone.